All right, I gotta tell you the classic conversation about Vince and me and law enforcement. To be honest with you, because this is Vince all the way. So I meet with Vince. He's like, "You should go home. Your name's still on the license. On your license, it's still your address. It's still your residence address. It's still your residential address. She can't kick you out. You have a right to be there, so forth and so on, so forth and so on." So I get there. And like what Vince tells me, she's gonna call the cops. Boom, she calls the cops, right? And the cops show up. And I'm cool as shit to cops. I'm always cool as shit. Very hard job, very hard job. This is just kind of an interesting interaction I had with Vince, the law enforcement, and myself going back and forth. And Vince is like, she called the police? And I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, okay, here's what's gonna happen, Kevin. She's gonna go in there, she's gonna cry, she's gonna rant, she's gonna rave. The cops are gonna ask you to leave. And what you tell them is that you still live there and your name is even on your address is on your driver's license and you have a right to be there according to law, right? So the cop shows up and he's like, well, sir, can you get off the phone? And I'm like, nope, I'm not getting off the phone. And he's like, sir, I'm asking you to get off the phone. I'm like, I'm expressing that I am not getting off the phone. I'm talking to my attorney. And my attorney's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he's like, your attorney has no jurisdiction here. Oh, Vince lost his shit. He's like, let me talk to him right now. I want to tell him what's going on. This guy doesn't know constitutional law. He doesn't know anything. I'm like, simmer down, Vince. Just chill. And I told the police officer, I'm like, if you were talking to your attorney on the phone in front of the house that you live in, would you get off the phone? He's like, I'm just asking you to get off the phone so I can talk to you. I'm like, I am not getting off the phone because Vince said do not get off the phone. He said he would talk to you. And then he goes, and this was crazy what he said. And he's like, so you abandoned your house, you abandoned your family or some shit like that. I was like, Vince is like, he just said you abandoned your family? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. And he's like, you didn't abandon anything, Kevin. Your name is still on there. And I go, sir, if I abandon my family, my name is still on my license. And according to law, I am still able to reside here. Anytime that issue, I mean, my ex called the cops all the freaking time. I've seen actually the same cops over and over. I saw them at the Hebrew school. I saw them at my house. I saw them at her house. It's like ridiculous. So like, hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I got to come out here. I mean, she always thought, I don't know, I was going Tasmanian devil or whatever. And I wonder why. Really, no. She stirred up the worst to me, to be honest with you. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Oh, we're gonna have a nice divorce. It's fine. Our divorce is gonna be fine. It's never effing fine when you have a divorce. Watch. I want you to feel the energy. Okay? Never. Especially when you have kids, it'll never go easy. You guys can talk a blue streak about how you're good friends and this, that, and the other. When shit hits the fan, you're doing everything and the other person's doing everything to screw each other over. Because it's personal. Real personal. It's never not personal. And when you got kids involved, Homie, get yourself the best attorney you can afford and then go better. I don't care. Mortgage the house if you have to. The system will screw a man. Absolutely screw a man. And it's... You want to know questions? Give me a call. I never went to court and actually things worked out except one time of my life. And that's when I didn't have an attorney. But that was after. So anyhow, he's like, yeah, you abandoned your family. And I'm like, you better walk that back, man. I'm like, you're accusing me of leaving my family. As a a representative of the law, you know? And I'm like, I'm not getting off the phone. And Sherry was at the door with the kids. And she's like, come in, come in, come in. I'm like, Vince, guess what? She's like, is she crying? I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's going to cry. She's going to cry. She's going to cry, yell, scream, all of it, all of it. And I'm like, man, I go, how do you know so much? He's like, you know how many times I've done this, Kevin? So I just, that was a phone call. I went upstairs. My ex-father-in-law was like, what's his name? What's his name? I go, Vince Rakestraw. Go look him up. He worked for Langley. I got some bulldog for me. I was like, things changed. Then I knew I could actually have some kind of right in this fight, basically. And like I said, don't go light on a divorce attorney. Ever. Don't show up to court without an attorney. Ever. I learned that too. Wow, did I learn that. I want to everybody have a good day. We got our next winter fall going on before summer. So, peace out.